Welcome back, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel Techie Amrit. So we are back again with a new Angular concept, that is promise versus observable. Because uh, whenever I read most of the blogs or any documentation, people they are too confused, like when to use promise and when to use observable. So I created like a cheat sheet for you. After going through this, you are able to determine where to use promise, where to use observable. And so this is a very important concept when you play with the with processing the or subscribing the component requests from, or you can say event, when you are handling the event emitting things from different services or components, right? So if you are new to channel, please subscribe so that I can keep creating videos for you. This is like a part 1 of the video. The part 2 will be again the practical portion for you, right? So let's start. Okay, so guys, what are promises? Promises is a service provided by the Angular in which you can handle a single stream of event. Like you can't send the multiple events. That's why they are called eager. You start from one point. It uh, when it starts from one point and goes to the second point, you have only two options. Either you can resolve it or you can reject it. There is no point in between. You can't like stream multiple events, right? uh, so it there is one also possibility related that you cannot retry this, because as it is like async operation, you start from one, you go to another point. So as you reject and resolve, so cannot retry them again and again, right? They are always async by nature. Use its return value only when executed, right? So uh, promises helps in resolving the HTTP calls. If you want to delay the execution of the function, then you have to use the defer with the function, right? So chaining is the most important feature of the promise, because you can chain multiple events by using the then function. Promises pass an you can say work as like passing an error along with the chain till it finds an error handler, right? So uh, if you throw any exception from promise function or one of the success handler, the promise gets rejected and the error handler is called the callback, right? So if we summarize, promises are far cleaner solution to writing the async code than callbacks, right? So uh, use promises only when you have to stream only one event. You don't have to retry those events because they are not cancelable, right? And uh, they are like you can say a subsequent of callbacks. They are better than callbacks. So in order to handle the async request, single async request, you can use promises, all right? Whereas observable is lazy, since producer function does not need to call until you subscribe. Promises are eager. Why they are eager? Because when you write a function, they are ready for they are executed. They are ready for the executor of the for the executor function, right? But observable are lazy, since producer function does not called until you subscribe. Until you don't subscribe, they are not instantiated, and they are cancelable also. You can cancel them. They are retry by nature. You can use either retry and retry when it the whenever any subscriber subscribe the observable request, you can pre-process that request by using map filter. So you have the option to pre-process the observable or the provider data in the subscriber, okay? uh, they are async and synchronous by nature. They are both. uh, they can return multiple values. Observable are used in the cases where you want to handle like multiple events or multiple requests, right? So it's very good practice to use pre-process your data, because many subscriber can consume your results. So instead of adding like pre-processing to each client, you can prepare a single output with single data schema for all, right? So if we have to differentiate, if I would have to create like a cheat sheet to better understand like how the things work, I have created one more. Like if you have to create, then you have to use like new observable observer dot next. So you can push 1 2 3 or anything into the observable. Those who are going to subscribe it will get the value 1 2 3. If you like haven't understood the concept of observable and observer, I will add my previous video link to the I button and description box. You can go through that and you can get the idea what observable does and what observer do, right? Similarly, new promise, you have two options, resolve and reject. You can resolve by using resolve keyword. And in order to transform the send data from observable to subscriber, you can use the pipe keyword, you can use the map function. But in promises you can use dot then. By chaining the request like dot then, you can use like as many as then you want, and you can modify the chaining request. In order to subscribe the subscribe data of observable, you have to use the keyword dot subscribe, right? But in promises you will use dot them. In order to unsubscribe, in observable you have dot unsubscribe, but implied by promise resolution. In order to unsubscribe it, you have to like use the callback function, and you can kill the promise data by your own method. So as we have seen in the three slides, like observable is a combination of both. It's a combination of of promise and observable both. But in promise you can do handle only single event. In observable you can handle multiple events, multiple stream of events. Observable can handle async and non-async methods, async and non-async request, but in promise you can handle only async requests only. Promises are it's a wrapper of like callback function, improved wrapper of callback function, better error handling, and pre-processing of data is done in this observable. But pre-processing of the data is not very good in and error handling in promises. You have to use your own way of like calling the callback function and to handle the subsequent request. All right, so you can, it's really preferable to use observable because it's combination of both. So I think you get a good idea what is promises, where to use it, how we can subscribe, where error handling is good, where data streaming is good. It's now it becomes now your personal choice, or you can say your use case, whether you want to like handle multiple events or you want to handle a single event. Okay, so this is it guys. In the second video I will create a practical demo for you. Thank you, bye.